sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. His guys fell short last week after a victory in the opener. Across from him, his counterpart, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Heading to lead this Miami offense.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. Throw is going to be incomplete. Very tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Tua. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Moore, the man in motion. They run it again with Cook. And they'll stop it after a gain of a couple to the 33. 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here's Achane to start the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll run for it with Achane. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. But how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense headed out, and they, of course, are in their NFL rivalry-inspired uniforms. They call these the cold front, white on white. They are sharp. You're not going to find snow in Buffalo in Week 5 typically, but I tell you, the snow and the cold is such a big part of what it means to be a Bills fan and a Bills player that this uniform set really captures that idea nicely. He lost the football, and the Dolphins have got it. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
The drive starts with a run from H.M. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. That's him. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's good for a Dolphins.
Here's Tua. Going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Tua going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down about the 39. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Got it off. Draw. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Clark. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Dolphins 10.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Short throw to be caught by Waller. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. He backs it away and it falls down incomplete. 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From midfield, here's Tua. Look in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal, Miami.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Alec Ingold as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Sanders now to have the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Jason Sanders.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little past there. Call it the 26. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a ball attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They're able to swarm it behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 35-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So the Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this returnable for Hill. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
For Julian Hill, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Up the middle, A-Chan. And he stopped immediately there. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
Right back to A-Chan on 2nd down. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And that nearly the pull that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little. And they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Bills. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To the air, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st down.
To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard
throw. Going right back to Knox and again a completion. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21.
Here's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. There's a nice move. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Allen. They'll set up the screen with Davis. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis from 6 yards away. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And now it's blocked. And now the Dolphins have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
To kick off for Buffalo.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was stopped down near the goal line, you basically see guys just standing.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum, they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
First and 10 at the 12.
On first down, back to Ochan. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Anytime taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Strong loses it on the hit. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Running right, here's Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd and 9. Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Sanders now to have the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They start the drive with Cole. And they'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Now second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Throwing now is Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout
It's a pickup of
as
6.
they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Allen to throw it. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
4 yards. And the Bills first down. First and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Miami, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And this is Jameson Williams. They're going to fire it into him on a quick slant, and it's right on time, and watch him hit the Jets. He'll wind up going 60 yards for the touchdown. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And it's the second-year man, Spencer Rattler. Touchdown from 20 yards away. Lastly, let's get down to Miami. The Two 2-0 on the young season. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And it's the dangerous speedster, Jameson Williams. Beautiful ball hitting him on the slant. He catches it in stride, and he just keeps running. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And it's the second-year man, Spencer Rattler. Well done here. It's a touchdown. Lastly, let's get down to Miami. The Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And it's the New England defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the fumble, and it's a scoop and score for the touchdown. The Pats get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.